Mark, what's going on?
Yo, this is crazy.
Yeah,
It's like we
what?
stepped into a horror comic.
Really is. He looks more like Nosferatu than anything else.
Yeah, he's got
I
that
think he actually
warlock.
calls him that in there. So, but we're going to talk about Absolute Batman #7 right after this. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the like button. Make sure you leave us a comment and hit the notification bell so you're alerted whenever we upload new content. We have nice, new, icy Absolute Batman #7.
It's cold.
Cold. It is cold.
Did you get the Bill Sienkiewicz cover?
I did not. I wish I had.
I didn't either.
But yeah,
A
that is a nice
beautiful,
cover.
beautiful cover there.
Absolutely.
We made it though, Paul. We made it officially past our first full story arc in Absolute Batman.
There you go. Up to #7, new story arc, a little kind of 2-issue mini arc they said that they're going to do here. So it's
Yep.
going to feature Absolute Mr. Freeze or Absolute Zero, as it's called here.
Yeah.
So, because if you recall, he was Mr. Zero originally, so too.
Oh, yeah, that is right. He started out as Mr. Zero.
Mr. Zero, right?
These title pages are wicked.
Yeah, we start out basically. We go back. I love when they put then. Like you're not really supposed to know when it is. It was just then. Don't ask me exactly when. It was just then. But it is basically a quick one-page thing that goes back to the Tanzania. It goes back. Yeah, let me do that. I can do that. Back to Tanzania, basically on a safari. Looks like, and we have a young Victor Freeze who is on safari.
Yeah, don't know where they're going at first, and he's talking to his dad. Can't we stay here a little longer? And his dad's saying, "No, we're heading to the glaciers, and I promise you, when we get there, it's even more alive than this beautiful forest." And it kind of zooms in on young Victor there, and you see his eyes are going bloodshot. And you turn the page to your big title page where his eyes are bleeding. That's really like our little, I guess it's called like a cliffhanger intro of such.
Yeah.
Then it immediately jumps to present day Gotham, the present day after the events of what we just saw in all of Bruce's friends, the would-be rogues. Harvey, Edward, Croc, and who's the other one that's there? Ozzy, yeah. They're all in an alley, and we don't know what they're doing, but we quickly find out that they're sitting here remembering an old friend of theirs. An old friend named Matches Malone.
Malone, who may be familiar to you.
Yes, is Bruce Wayne's alias all throughout his existence in comic books. Whenever he has to go undercover, sneak in somewhere, it's always like an Easter egg that he goes as Matches Malone. At this point, this guy has his own lore. Like, someone should compile all the Matches Malone's stuff. That'd be interesting. But they're in this alley remembering their friend Matches, who something has happened to him. And they're remembering him by playing the game that earned him the nickname Matches, and they're sitting there just lighting a match and throwing it at books of matches to see who can get it to catch and flare up. And about that time, Bruce walks up.
Right, and the game was always whoever was able to do that could then kind of do like a dare to somebody else and make them do that. And the thing with Matches was Matches always took the dare upon himself.
Yeah.
So that was his big thing. But yeah, then we see Bruce shows up. And we then flashback. As soon as we see Bruce, we flashback a week. Cannot get enough flashbacks in the Absolute Universe.
No, there's a good bit of them. But 1 week ago, Bruce Wayne, there's the last time he saw Matches, and he's meeting him on a bridge. It kind of surveys the city for a split second after the events of what went on. So it kind of places itself, which was smart to say the city's still on edge about what went wrong. Kind of martial law-ish. You got some drones in the sky. But he needs a job. He has to lay low. Alfred told him to lay low after the events with Black Mask and the fight with the party animals. So I got to go find some construction work. And the place that he's interested in going is the very mysterious Arc M that he got some clues and some hints that something's happening at that construction site. There's more to it than meets the eye, and he knows the guy that could get him in there, and it's Matches. So he meets him on the bridge.
Right. He's asked Matches to get him basically assigned to work on the construction crew at Arkham. And we find out that in his discussion with him, we find out that there's more going on at Arkham, that there are actually people that are actually starting to be sent there, unbeknownst to the rest of the world. And so as they're talking, he finds out that Matches has actually already gone there, even though Bruce told him not to. Matches went there, did some things, poked around for a while, and before he can get out everything, Matches has a very unlucky incident of
Spontaneous combustion.
Yeah, say some skin a skin rash.
Yeah, his skin starts opening up, pores and splits, and blood comes out everywhere, and he hits the ground dead. And Bruce sees his phone, gets his phone, and takes off back to his friends in the alley.
Right. Exactly. Who's explaining everything that's going down, and the rogues, for lack of a better term, are basically once again getting on Bruce about being Batman.
They still haven't talked about it. They want some kind of explanation, understanding something, and Bruce ain't got time for it. He's already on to the next mission.
Yeah, one of their questions for him is, was everything you were doing with us just helping to further your career as Batman? Was that basically what you were doing with us?
Yeah, they went down the list. It was pretty interesting. Each one of them served a really good purpose for him, like in part of his training.
Right.
Which I don't think he was taking advantage of his friends. He just wasn't wasting useful opportunities to learn. Like,
right.
I don't know, but he's determined that what happened to Matches was something to do with biological weaponry or something along those sorts. And his phone, only clue he has is his phone, where he actually filmed a video inside the construction site at Arc M, and he got these long hallways and they heard screams and this and that. But at the end of the video, there was a list. He wasn't sure if Matches wrote it or where it came from, but the list had a few names, including Langstrom, Isley, Strange, and none of those people have anything to do with Gotham except the last name on the list, which is Freeze. He knows that Victor Freeze owns the company V-Corp, so maybe he should investigate.
And that's exactly what he does. He basically goes to V-Corp as Bruce. He goes to V-Corp. We see when he gets into V-Corp, he basically first sees some large blocks of ice that one has a woolly mammoth in it, one has a saber-toothed tiger, another one has a scarab in it. So all things that have been extinct for a long time. And he hears from behind him somebody talking, basically saying that everything that is in there is real. It is, it gives the impression anyway that it could be thawed and brought back to life. And that's when we have a discussion between Bruce and who we think is Victor originally. We're led to believe that until the person presses a button and we see behind this person is actually Victor or Nora, and the person that Bruce is talking to is Victor Jr. So this is not your Batman Adventures, Mr. Freeze.
No, it's not. And he goes on to explain that his parents were big fans of ice. Big fans of ice. They studied it their entire adult lives, drug him along the way. In the process of mining these ancient cores of ice, they come across some ancient bacteria that infected him with a rare terminal disorder, if I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. And in an attempt to save their kid's life, they put him on ice. We're going to put you on ice so we can find a cure. And they told him it wouldn't hurt. No big deal. He will thaw you out when we got this covered. But he conveys that wasn't the case, that it hurt every bit of it. And he could feel it all. And while he's telling this, you see his hand turning black and his veins going icy blue. And when Bruce turns around, we are shown his true form, I guess, which there's your absolute Mr. Freeze with the super blue nipples. Shout out to Schumacher. But yeah, so he had some kind of adverse reaction to this terminal illness he had and being put on ice, and now it looks like he is this Mr. Freeze creature.
Yeah. So, we'll find out that's basically, and he looks as though his touch has something that can do something, because we see that Bruce's skin starts to show some wear and tear from the hand that's on his face from Victor Freeze Jr. So this should all be resolved next issue, because again, this is just a quick 2-issue type thing, and then we're going to get Bane, I believe.
Bane.
Bane, who looks enormous.
Itty bitty head.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, and then we're supposed to get the Joker. So Scott Snyder is teeing up all the big boys.
Yeah, I wonder, man. I hope we don't go through them too fast. These are pretty short story arcs.
Yeah,
Well, 6 issues of, I don't know, because there's no like just regular mystery in sight. It's just rogues so far. Like by the time issue number 9 gets here, who's left?
Yeah.
Poison Ivy, obviously.
But we still have to see all of his friends turn on him, so we'll have those. So
how many times can your friends turn on you? They know he's Batman.
This was a little bit different. I think I'm assuming that this one, these 2 issues are almost kind of like a palate cleanser, because it was pretty much, full throttle Batman AF in the first 6 issues.
Yeah, he's doing detective stuff in this one.
Yeah, and then I'm assuming with Bane, it's going to be a knockdown, drag-out fight with Bane, so we'll probably get back to the Batman AF again.
Can you imagine if he does like a Death of Superman style issue, just like a fisticuffs? Do like the whole less and less panels per page.
I was just going to say we'll have to check the panels in every issue and see if he's going down. So
that would be epic.
Yeah. But overall, I still enjoy this issue as well. It's good to see something a bit different. So, another good job by Scott Snyder. And we were talking the Carlos Marcos Martin draws very big heads with very little eyes.
Little features, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Yeah, it reminded me of the Wonder Woman art in a lot of the panels, like the way Victor Jr. was drawn and stuff, with little Steve Trevor-ish. Yeah, I definitely enjoyed it.
Yeah,
going strong.
No absolute issue next week. So we'll take up something else. But let us know in the comment section if you this is a little bit different style, a little bit different pace for Absolute Batman in this issue than in the first 6 issues. Let us know what you thought of it. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, again, leave the comment, and hit the notification bell. Yes.
We Were Yesterday starts next week.
Yes. That's what we're going to be talking about. We Were Yesterday, yes.
Yeah, we're going to have to incorporate that in going forward too, probably.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So,
it's worth doing. I got you. Yeah, that 2-page splash in each issue out this week is just insane with the Dan Moore art. And if you turn the page, if you want to enjoy a simple event, this just takes place in the pages of World's Finest and Justice League Unlimited. It's just a 6-issue event over the course of 3 months, really 2 months and then 1 issue. So it's not stepping outside of its normal release schedule. You don't have to pick up any tie-ins, none of that stuff. Just if you're reading World's Finest and you're reading Justice League Unlimited, you're already set. If you don't have one of those on your pull list, grab the next couple of issues and just it's going to be Legion of Doom versus the Justice League.
Yeah.
Not any Legion of Doom.
Exactly. It's
the Legion of Doom.
Exactly. It's the Legion of Doom from yesteryear, the OG Legion of Doom.
Yeah.
Back. And it's it's being written by the person who's writing the 2 comics normally. Too. Yeah. So it's not like you got another writer coming. Yeah, exactly. So huge synergy going on there. So but yeah, looking forward to that, absolutely. So we got I think for next week. We Are Yesterday.
Yeah.
But that's gonna be it. I am Paul. He is Mark.
But we are Legion.
And you're now leaving Sector 2815.